Hello everyone and welcome back to my channel. In this video, I will be talking about the important things to note in the UK housing market. But before we start, I just want to ask that you give this video a like and subscribe to my channel. The housing market. What is it? We refer to this as the housing market when people purchase or sell homes either as a primary residence or as an investment. The most valuable possession many people will ever own is their home. In Britain, 2/3 of households are still making mortgage payments on the home they reside in. Renters make up the final third of households, evenly distributed between private and public housing. Why is the housing market so important to the economy? Consumer spending and the housing market are tightly related. Homeowners are better off and feel more confident when house prices increase. Some people will take out more loans against the value of their homes to finance purchase of goods and services, home improvements, pension supplementation, or debt repayment. Homeowners run the danger of having a home worth less than their outstanding mortgage when property values decline. As a result, people are more likely to limit their expenditures and put off making private investments. In the UK, mortgage debt makes up the majority of household debt. In a downturn, the banking system may be at risk if many people take out huge loans relative to their income or the value of their homes. A modest but unreliable component of how we gauge the economy's overall output is housing investment. Purchasing a freshly constructed home directly affects the GDP, for example, by generating jobs and investing in building supplies and land. Building new homes benefits the neighborhood as well, since newcomers will start using local businesses and services. Existing home sales and purchases have different effects on the GDP. The associated costs of buying a property, however, nonetheless help the economy. These can range from paying for a new sofa or paint to paying an estate agent, attorney, or surveyor. Facts about the UK housing market. Number 1. In addition to the 2.9 million households that rent from housing associations, there are also 2 million households that rent from local governments, totaling about 5.4 million. Comparatively, 17.6 million households live in their own homes that are either owned outright or are being acquired with a mortgage, as opposed to the combined 10.3 million households that reside in rental housing. Number 2. Property transactions worth more than £40,000 totaled 1.192 million in the fiscal year that ended in March 2019, down from 1.207 million in 2018. However, the overall volume of sales was significantly higher than the 792,880 real estate transactions recorded in the 2008 to 2009 fiscal year. Number 3. Nearly 2 in 5 Britons, or 37%, believe they won't have the money to buy a home in their hometown. Number 4. Even though rents are rising on average by about 2%, this is still half the rate of earnings growth, which in the fall was 4%. Number 5. With an average home price of £122,300, Liverpool, a city that also starts with L, has the cheapest real estate costs in the UK. But Glasgow is a close second with an average home price of £123,100. Number 6. With an average home price of £17.2 million, Ilchester Road in Holland Park, West London is the most expensive street in the UK. The average home price in Princes Gate, Westminster, London is only behind at £17.1 million. Number 7. London is home to 10 of the top 20 priciest streets in the UK. With an average home price of £5.3 million, Oxford's Charlbury Road is the most expensive street in the UK outside of London. Number 8. Renters in the private rental sector are most likely to be between the ages of 25 and 34. The PRS presently has fewer renters aged 16 to 24, but more tenants aged 45 to 54. Number 9. 11% of all properties up for sale were purchased by landlords in 2019, which is the same percentage as in 2018. Number 10. About 5.4 million private sector households, 2.9 million from housing associations, and 2 million from local governments rent. Comparatively, 17.6 million households live in their own homes that are either owned outright or are being acquired with a mortgage, as opposed to the combined 10.3 million households that reside in rental housing. Number 11. For almost 3 years, there has been a decline in the amount of rental stock in England and Wales, with almost 1/3 of property surveyors stating that fewer new rental properties are entering the market. Number 12. Despite the fact that rents are rising on average at a rate of about 2%, this is still half the rate of the earnings growth, which in the fall was 4%. Number 13. The UK, worth £50 billion, is the second most popular country in the world for investments in the purpose-built student housing sector after North America. Number 14. In the UK, the percentage of cash buyers who are buy-to-let investors fell to just 24% in 2019. Just 26% of all transactions were all cash property purchases, including residential home buyers, the lowest percentage ever. Number 15. The buy-to-let mortgage market slowed further in the fall, with just 6,600 new BTL mortgages closing in October of 2019, which is 1.5% fewer than in the same month last year. Number 16. The best UK city for BTL investors is Oxford, according to 24. Out of 25 UK cities, it has the greatest percentage of private sector renters, 28%. Additionally, it achieves rent levels above the UK average and has a low vacancy rate. Number 17. As the top and second largest BTL mortgage lenders in the UK respectively, Lloyds Banking Group and Nationwide Building Society kept their titles, but the Royal Bank of Scotland, which had previously been the third largest bank, was surpassed by Barclays Bank, Coventry Building Society, and Virgin Money. Number 18. The average monthly cost of owning a 3-bedroom property is £1,634 compared to £1,576 for renters, so there isn't much of a difference between the two. That's all for this video. Make sure to subscribe and don't forget to hit the bell for notifications to get updates when we post new videos. We'll see you next time.